This is part 2 of my butterbeer cupcakes. I'm going to show you how I made the butterscotch buttercream as well as the butterscotch ganache. To make the butterscotch buttercream, I started off with my regular vanilla buttercream and I added 1 teaspoon of this butter extract flavoring, as well as half a teaspoon of vanilla. But obviously, if your vanilla buttercream already has vanilla in it, you don't need to add more. I had just whipped up some buttercream without adding any flavoring whatsoever, so that's why I'm adding a little bit of the vanilla here. This is a vanilla bean paste that I like to use. I buy it off Amazon. This huge container is about $27, which is absolutely fantastic. This stuff is usually really expensive. You're also going to need about 1/3 cup of melted butterscotch chips. The next time I make this, I probably would have added a little bit of buttercream into my butterscotch chips and then melted it and then added that into the rest of my buttercream, if that makes any sense, because butterscotch chips get really weird and clumpy really easily, so that would help to temper it a little bit better because I had some clumps in mine. So I think if you did that, it would give you a smoother buttercream. Then mix until the butterscotch is fully incorporated and it's one cohesive buttercream. Even with the little chunks and clumps, this buttercream was absolutely delicious, but I have a weak spot for butterscotch. I absolutely love it. Add about 1/3 cup of the butterscotch chips into a microwave safe container and then add 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. I was badly out of frame when I added the heavy cream. Sorry about that. Anyways, I just added the heavy cream and then I popped it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and then you want to mix it really well. And if it still has clumpies, then put it in the microwave for another 10 to 20 seconds. You don't want to burn this, otherwise you'll completely ruin it. So you need to warm it up very slowly. Once it's fully melted and smooth, add 1 tablespoon of any type of honey that you prefer. And then because butterscotch is really weird and can leave little clumps and lumps, I put mine through a sieve to get any of those clumps out. So it was really nice and smooth. Pour the ganache into a piping bag and let's assemble these delicious cupcakes. I first poked a hole in every single cupcake to make a little bit of room for the ganache. I didn't want to use one of those cupcake cores because I didn't want to add a large amount of the butterscotch ganache because I didn't want it to be too strong. I'm also going to be drizzling it on the top of the cupcakes. Plus the buttercream is really rich, so I only wanted to add just a teeny tiny bit to the center of each one of these. And then all you need to do is add a swirl of buttercream to the top of all your cupcakes and then a delicious drizzle of the butterscotch ganache and you're all done. I know these cupcakes are a ton of work, but they are so worth it. I brought them to this